This is Luke, the owner of Outdoor Boys. When you look at this channel, you're probably thinking that there's nothing special to it. It's just a dad recording his life with his kids and wife. But then, how is it possible that he's gaining 40,000 subscribers every single day? In this video, I will reveal everything I picked up on after watching countless hours of his videos, which by the way are an hour long each. Let's start off by taking a look at his thumbnails, because I can almost guarantee you that you've seen one of them. When you divide thumbnails, you divide them into different parts. You look at what's in front, in the middle, and in the back. So for this video, Luke is in the front. In other words, he's the foreground. The focal point, which is what gets your attention, is the middle ground. And the terrain is the background. The same thing goes for this thumbnail, this one, and even this one. This is an easy way to organize your thumbnails to avoid making it messy. But if that was everything to his thumbnails, you still wouldn't click, wouldn't you? So what makes you click? Well, it's a concept called the curiosity gap. You click on the video because there's an element of mystery or not knowing enough. Like this video about camping under the snow in survival shelter. When I first saw this thumbnail in my recommendation feed, I was kind of confused. But in a good way though, because I saw Luke surrounded by snow. But I had so many questions that were still not answered, like how did it end up there? What is that tunnel really? Did he even make it out of it? These are questions that build intrigue and interest, which inevitably will make you click. So how can these two tricks help you on your YouTube growth journey? Well, the first thing is to organize your thumbnails. I've always talked about limiting your thumbnails down to 3 elements in my other videos, but I've never talked about how. So like I mentioned earlier, try to divide it into a foreground, a middle ground, and a background. The background should not be the focus of your thumbnails most of the time, so just put a slight blur on it or make it dark. And then try experimenting and see what works for the foreground and the middle ground. The second thing that you can do for your thumbnails is to just simply not give everything away. Examples of this being used in the real world are, for example, headlines in magazines and newspapers, where the headline creates intrigue but doesn't give everything away, which makes the reader want to read more. Trailers for movies use it as well. They show parts of the movie and give you a vague description of the storyline, but it doesn't give away the plot of the story or what will happen with the characters. So for your thumbnails, just don't give everything away. If you make food content, maybe censor the final product, or if you vlog, show yourself doing something in the moment without showing too much. For example, this thumbnail by Casey Neistat has him in the middle with the Apple Vision Pro, but you don't know why he's in the middle of the street or what will happen. The key phrase here is, don't show too much. Moving on from thumbnails, what makes you watch Luke's videos? Because having a good thumbnail is one thing, right? But if the video, and more specifically if the intro doesn't deliver, you won't watch till the end, aren't you? So what Luke does in every single intro of his is something super simple but gives you 2 huge benefits. He tells you exactly what you will get by watching till the end. What Luke does here is called foreshadowing, and the first benefit of this is that it confirms the thumbnail. Let's go back to the camping under the snow video. In the intro, he proves to you that he's actually gonna do what the thumbnail and also the title says he's gonna do.
Luke here at the Outdoor Boys YouTube channel, and it's wintertime here in the Alaska mountains, and I'm gonna be camping in deep snow. I'm gonna be building my own shelter, cooking good food. I'm gonna be using snowshoes and skis to explore these mountains, and I'm bringing you guys along for the ride.
The second benefit is that it makes you want to watch till the end. Because now that you trust him, you're gonna watch till the end because that's what you clicked on the video for. So it doesn't matter how long the video is necessarily, if the viewer is interested enough in the journey and the ending. So how can you implement this for your videos? You can show parts of the video as well as what they clicked on the video for in the intro to verify that your video isn't just clickbait or misleading. You can also use foreshadowing throughout the video to remind people to watch till the end. Because if you look at your retention chart, if people are constantly leaving your video till the very end, you might need to start using foreshadowing a couple of times in the video, not just in the intro. Now, let's look at his storytelling, because I know that most people on YouTube struggle with exactly this. I've actually made a full guide on YouTube storytelling, which I'd highly recommend you to check out. But Luke has solved YouTube storytelling for his own content, because in his videos, the journey is as important as the destination. How he has structured his videos is to show how he got to where he got to. This makes it easy for him to use storytelling in his videos, because the story is linear and chronological. It starts from the start and ends at the end. And what you clicked for is at the end. But if the journey wasn't as important, then this wouldn't work because everyone would just skip to the end, right? If you still don't believe me, this video by McCreamy does it as well. The video Bronze to Unreal solo ranked speedrun is structured in a way that makes the viewer watch the whole video, not just the ending. If he, for example, had titled it "The Moment I Hit Unreal in Fortnite" and still had a 28-minute long video going from Bronze to Unreal, guess what? Most people would have skipped to the end. But because the journey is as important as the ending, they won't skip to the end. So I really hope you take this advice, because this might be the biggest reason everyone leaves your videos at the start or just skips to the end. So these tricks and frameworks I've talked about now are very valuable. But the biggest thing which Luke uses is also probably the biggest thing that separates him from you. It's called the entry barrier. What is something you have or can do which most people can't? For example, you can't really replicate Mr. Beast videos because you don't have millions of dollars to spend. You can't really replicate Mark Rober videos because you don't have the years of education and knowledge Mark Rober has. And to come back to this video, you can't really replicate Outdoor Boys videos because you can't just go to the freezing cold Alaska and survive in a snow tunnel, or hunt giant snakes and crocodiles in Florida. You see, to properly blow up on YouTube and maintain the attention, you need to have an entry barrier, something you can do which most people can't. And I've actually made a video on exactly this, a system called the attention generator that turns new viewers into loyal fans. Value over entertainment. Remember that. Thank you for watching and bye.